Today we are going to learn about guesstimates. What do you think guesstimates are?
Estimating by guessing.
So if you go to any interview, they will check your communication skills, logical reasoning, mathematical skills, everything. Sometimes in multiple choice questions, you may also get the answers correctly by luck. So guesstimates is one way of smartly analyzing your skills. By doing this activity, they can analyze your logical reasoning, mathematical ability, communication skills, the way you approach things, your thought process. So it's a one-step solution for everything. That's why companies, use guesstimates these days. This is a question. Can I try answering this? After seeing this question, what comes to your mind? What do you think you can do? What is the shape of India after seeing this picture? It's a rhombus. So this area of a rhombus. And what do you think about the length and width of India after seeing this map? So the area will be diagonal squared by 2, right? Because the diagonals are the same length. So to find this length, I have an idea. At least roughly how long will it take from Chennai to Delhi in flight? So a normal flight takes 3 hours to go from Chennai to Delhi, and the approximate speed is 500 kilometers per hour. So using this, you can find the distance between Chennai and Delhi. And if you see the map of India, the distance from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, if you take into account, that diagonal, Chennai to Delhi distance will be almost 2/3 of the total distance. If you divide the entire thing into 3 parts, 2 parts will be this distance, roughly. So using this, we estimate the D to be 1500 into 3 by 2, that is 2250 kilometers. So here, you can estimate anything. You can just round off to nearest 1000, nearest 100. We did not have the exact values because it's not calculator. So without using calculator, we have to estimate this. So we are rounding off to nearest 1000 or nearest 100 or nearest 10. So likewise it is 2500 kilometers. Now when you multiply both square it and divide by 2, you get the answer. See the actual answer and our answer. The difference is very, very minimal. Just widen your horizon and think. Think in all different ways. I want at least 6 or 7 factors. So before any question is given, before trying to solve the problem, you can ask the interviewer as much questions as you can. So here you can ask the interviewer whether it's only for the city or the suburbs also. It's one possible question. And now I have taken wealth as a parameter. Sports is a luxury, not an essential one. So it's not very, very essential for every single person living in the city to have a bat. We can live without playing cricket also. When people don't have even their basic needs, they will not think about cricket. So I thought this is the rudimentary factor. So in my assumption, I thought rich people is those who can afford, who are the highest echelon of the society. They constitute 20%, my assumption, and the middle class 60%, and the poor, they are 20%. This was my assumption. And out of these 20% rich also, you cannot say that all of them will have a cricket bat. So 90% was my number. My assumption was 90%. Okay. So 90% of 20 is 18. Similarly, in the 60% of middle class people, 3/4 of them, that is 75% of them, will have bats, I assumed. So this is 45. And the poor population will not be having any bats with them. If they want to play cricket, they will use the bats in their school, or they will borrow from their friends who are the rich or the middle class. So they are already counted. So it's 0. When we add 18 plus 45, it becomes 63. Now 63 will be difficult for calculating. Round off to 60. So 60% of people living in Chennai will have a craze for cricket. Okay, it's not number of bats. So approximately, if we take there are 4 members sharing one bat, those 4 members can be 4 relatives or 4 friends or 4 family members. So for these 60% of people who have a craze for playing cricket, 4 of them will share one bat. That was my assumption. Now if we divide by 4, we get 15. So 15% of 1 crore is 15 lakh cricket bats approximately. And I did not take into account the bats present in school or some other sports club because they'll be only in thousands. So those 1000 bats when compared to 15 lakh bats are negligible. So I just neglected them. So my answer was 15 lakh.